So I'm doing this quick little blurb broadcast to voice my opinion, stand on my own soapbox, whatever. I wanted to address this whole issue about the Black Lives Matter and All Lives Matter and the debate and blah blah blah. The truth of the matter is the country's being completely duped. We're falling into this belief that the authorities are targeting black lives, when the truth of the matter is all lives are being destroyed in all races and beliefs and religions, but they're only focusing the media on the black lives because this is an easy way to stir up problems in the country. It's an old flame. It's easy to stoke. It's short enough ago that we can remember it, and they know there's a large community, so they want to hit a large community. But every type of person is being killed: white men, white women, Asian, Latino, think of something, Middle Eastern, all of them. My uncle, when I was 14 years old, I had this wonderful uncle, and he was murdered by cops. Skinny white gay boy. Gays. Men, women, lesbians, gays, they're being murdered, and that didn't hit the media. It was a horrible scandal. They strung him up and beat him, and it made him completely retarded, like that. He had to put him in a home where he ended up just dying of depression like a year later, something like that. It was really bad, but like they tried to kill him. Like they had him in a hospital on life support with a catheter in him for what, I don't remember what it was, but something like a month. And then somebody heard wind of this and told my dad, and my dad went up there and fought for my uncle's life and fought to get custody of my uncle and finally won it out. But nothing happened to the two officers who did this to him, and they were like sons of the sheriff, the deputy, or family in small town Virginia, not Virginia, Vermont, small town Vermont. And it was just ridiculous, and none of this hit the media. Local media took it for a second. There was a little blurb, but none of this hit the media. And people like that are being murdered all the time by people in positions they shouldn't be in. There needs to be you see, here's the thing. You think there needs to be more of a background check on these individuals, but these could just be sleepers, They probably don't even know they're sleepers, so the proper situation arises and then pop. And then they're like, why did I do that? Others, I think, are just straight up motherfucking evil. And we need to have a tighter loop on who reigns the authority. Once upon a time, the people voted who got to be a police officer. There was, they'd be like, here's your candidate. He wants to be an officer. And they'd be like, oh, okay, this individual will protect us, or this individual is nuts. And they wouldn't get in. But now police are not the way they used to be. And we all know this. And the fact that they're centering the media on these lies to stir up this shit pot and bring up a racial wall between all of us Americans, that's where we gotta draw the line. We have to be smarter than that. We have to see the unspoken, unsung deaths and murders that are coming around everywhere. It's not one particular lifestyle or one particular set of racism. It's got nothing to do with racism. It's all about mixing us up and pissing us off. It's seriously just about keeping us distracted. And there's such an easy way to do it. And this is one of those easy ways. So we have to stop that. We have to stop. We as citizens, as Americans, need to recognize the real enemy and attack them. When you're playing with your cat, or you're playing with your dog, or you're playing with your ferret or whatever, and you got this bad guy, and then the animal's like, oh, I'm gonna get it, but your hand's coming in over here on the rear end of the animal, and you're like, I'm gonna get you right in the butt. And that's what's happening to us. We're being got in the butt. Because we're like, oh no, look at this horrible racism problem. And they're like, yes, we're sticking it to you. Guys, come on. We're smarter than that. We're Americans. We gotta step up. We have to stop this racism nonsense. We have to recognize the real enemy for our own good. We ain't gonna get anywhere if we don't. So make that a movement.